Hi guys, how's everyone doing? This is a blackberry, and I'm going to go over the top. It's a 22% mead, so I put it on. Well, when it's done, I want it to be a 22% mead. That would be 44 proof just from brewing. So that's a pretty hefty amount of alcohol. So I lost all the, I put this on the 26th, and I lost all the footage that I had of when I started this. I kind of did it over some time, and so I'm just going to bring you up to date and post this real quick, and from here on out I can keep updates on it. I made a big starter, so I hydrated the yeast at 104 degrees. I did that in just plain mineral water for like about a half hour, and I kept it between 104 and 102, and then I slowly let it come down, and I added some Go Firm Protect, and then I did let it stir on the stir plate for an hour, and then I I started adding a little bit of honey as the evening progressed, and over the next half a day or whatever until I went to bed that night, I just slowly added a little bit of honey to it, and then I let that sit and stir for 2 days. So I should have had a really good colony of yeast, and I used daddy yeast, which isn't necessarily the best choice to make a mead, but it is a choice. And looks like I got some some nutrients floating around up top there. Have to mix that in. So what we're going to do is take a gravity reading, take a little test sample, and we're going to add some more honey because we're going to step feed this as we go. Okay, so I'm going to set you down for a minute. Okay, we have, this thing really ripped through the honey really quick. We have a 10.424, which would be like a 5.4. That would be a 5.9, almost 6% ABV. And we started at an 8.4, which would be like an 11%. So we went from 11 to 6. That's we have 5%. Okay, let me take you out so you're not getting all dizzy and stuff. So I'm going to record that. We have a 5% ABV. Okay, so we're just going to add some honey, some Arizona ginseng tea and honey. No, it's not. This is blackberry honey. I wanted this bucket to ferment in, so I transferred it into two 1-gallon tea jugs that I had. That's not that great of a task, let me tell you. It took a while. Okay, so we're just gonna, I'm not gonna wait or anything. I'm just gonna add it because we got a long way to go. Okay, get my little treat from the rim. And I'm going to start stirring it all up. And that's some really yummy honey. I got this honey from a place in Oregon. Flying Bee Honey Ranch or Honey Farm. Okay, you get the gist of that. You know about stirring. Oh shoot, I forgot to empty the cylinder in there. I'll look at the little, see the little fermentation happening. Nifty. Okay. Of course, this was sanitized. But let me get back to stirring and I'll check the gravity and see what we got. If we're happy with what we got, then we'll just button it back up and let it ferment out some more. Okay, I ended up adding honey like 3 more times. And we have a 1.072 or like that. That would be a 9%, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's 10 at? 10. Off my finger there. Just a little over 9, looks like. 5, 6, yep. A little over 9. So if it, let me zoom you back out. So if it fermented out all the way dry right now, which with this yeast it definitely would, we would have a 14% ABV mead, but we're going for 22. And we've given it all the tools it needs to do that. I'm going to do a little taste. This was from when the bucket was first opened. And it's really not too bad. Doesn't have much of a smell. Just barely getting a little bit of honey, but really not much of anything at all. A little bit of fizzy, real light honey. That's really pretty good, really. Then eventually I get a little more honey and some blackberry. So that's kind of what's to come. Pretty yummy. Okay, let me rinse the glass out. I am going to, this is what's mixed up with the honey after we added more. Just going to take a little taste of that, dump that back in the cylinder. I'm going to add some Fermade K, just a little bit. I don't want to turn this stuff. Fermade K is pretty much the same as Fermade O, except it has DAP in it. But our yeast are not multiplying now. They're just running along, doing their little thing in there, and they're all established and happy, and life is good for the yeast today, so we'll give them a little bit of vitamins and stuff to get going. Oh. There we go, about that much. So not really a lot, just some. And I'm going to stir that up in there. Real nice. We're adding plenty of oxygen, and you know it's shoot, what I say that was 1.172. I gotta write that down or I'll forget. Oh, well, I can look back on the video and figure it out, right? We're not worried about oxygen at this point. It's fermenting. Right now it's like it started fermenting all over again, except it already has some alcohol in it. And so the yeast are already used to being in alcohol. And give that a little spray. Put my thumb over so I don't mess it up and let it back suck into the bucket. And now we just wait until next week and we'll do the exact same thing again, and we'll probably do it one, if not two more times before we reach our 22%. And I'm not going to stop at 22. I'm going to go as high as I can possibly get it. And why do I want to do a 22%? Just because I can. I just want to see how far I can push it. I'm totally expecting this to be a long-term mead. It's got all that booze in it, and then I'm gonna have to back sweeten it a bunch, so it doesn't taste just dry and flat. But it'll be fun, something interesting. It's really good after I put the honey in it. So this one's definitely gonna have some potential, even with the daddy yeast in it. And see, we're already building up pressure again, getting ready to blow bubbles. So with that, I'm going to cut you loose. Lots of love, everyone. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.